6:41 this week, we are discussing the dangers of fentanyl. The drug is sneaking into teens' hands, and in some cases, that curiosity is ending in death.
It can also get you hooked with just one try, but it's not like kids are seeking fentanyl on purpose. Health reporter Haley Hernandez is here to explain how they are getting it and how to warn your teen.
Yeah, really scary, right? So I went to the Council on Recovery. It's an outpatient recovery center that offers sessions for individuals, families, adolescents needing help from overdoses. But are you seeing patients abusing that as well on purpose?
We don't. You're getting it inside your Xanax pill. You're getting it inside your ADHD medication. You're getting it inside. So
when you're illegally buying those drugs.
Right, when you're illegally buying those drugs.
So what makes it so addictive?
So when it enters your system, it creates a euphoric effect in the way it operates in your brain to create new pathways for dopamine to be released and to be stored. And so you never quite reach the same state of euphoria you had the first time, but you're constantly chasing it.
How, as parents, are we supposed to address a topic without giving permission for someone to explore? You know, we don't want to say, like, I know you're going to do this, because we don't want them to do anything, but in the reality that they come into contact with that temptation, how do we address this before it becomes something really scary like fentanyl?
They're gonna be faced with a choice, and you have to be prepared to make that choice. Kids often respond to the science behind use versus the it's just not good for you. So of course, a parent telling your kid, don't eat that, don't do that, isn't the most effective prevention strategy, but working with them to gain knowledge together and understand so they can make that choice. Also, them being aware of when and how that can happen and being given and taught decision-making skills. You know, making good decisions is part of your frontal lobe. Being able to perceive things and think about things like that doesn't happen until you're in your early to mid-20s. So our job as parents is to help them, like, be that part of their brain for them.
So what that means is explaining those physical effects, what's happening in the world right now, being brutally honest that teenagers in our area have thought they were taking one kind of pill, but sometimes it's laced with fentanyl. And that can either slow your breathing to the point that you die, or it can get you hooked where you're always craving that first euphoric feeling. And like Mary Beck said, you're never going to achieve it like the first time. So it's really a pointless chase. And guys, I mean, I think I can safely say it's never really ended well for anybody.
No.
And I think also parents, we talked to Rania Mancurious from Crime Stoppers. We were talking about kids learning about internet safety, and it just kind of goes along with, you think your kid might not be ready to hear this tough information, but they're gonna hear it.
Yeah, Mary Beck says middle school is when we really need to be having these conversations. Middle school is when a lot of kids start to experiment for the first time.
And that wasn't always the case. I mean, I feel like it gets earlier and earlier.
I feel like that's pretty young, yeah.
Continue. What else you got coming up later today? I know we'll do some more on Plus.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on Plus, and we're going to talk. I also talked with Mary Beck about the ethics of searching your child's bedroom and some controversial testing sites where they can test your drugs from fentanyl. Her expert advice in the 7 a.m. hour.
Yeah, we had Bill Spencer in yesterday with some of the ways children hide drugs. So it kind of goes along with your point about the ethics of.
Yeah.
Which,
can you go in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
You're in
my
my
parents
home.
are like,
there ain't
absolutely, I can go in there.
You don't pay this rent.
Go in every drawer, every cabinet. I'm unscrewing everything you can find.
Yeah.
So you do the best you can.
I think she agrees with you, but yeah, we'll talk more about it.
All right, Haley, thank you.